So much has changed during this pandemic, and a lot more is still going to change once it's long gone and forgotten. But are you ready for all the changes that are on the way?
Get on the floor with your hands in the air.
Put your hands in the
Get
air.
on the floor with your
Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gwendolyn Fongu, and this is You Are Boss. Now, if you're the boss of your life, as I love to say, let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. So, on this program, we remind ourselves that we are the boss of our lives. We make moves towards success, okay? We talk about career goals, we talk about educational goals, we talk about every single day activities, and sometimes when there's something juicy to talk about in the entertainment industry, because that's what I love, I always bring the tea to you guys. So, what do I have for you guys today? A lot of cities, a lot of states are opening up back to business, and a lot of people are still not ready. But it's not over, there's still time. You can still catch up. And that's the reason why I think that for the things that you need to be considering, you want to do something that's not going to be overly expensive for you to do. There's so many free courses everywhere. If you're not signed up to one of the free courses, especially the ones in the Ivy League schools, then I don't know what you're doing. Guys, jump on it. It's not every day that Harvard will be offering free courses. Maybe you want to go to their website and check out. So you want to do something that's not going to be too long, that will take too much of your time. You don't want to do something that's going to be too expensive. Just go for something, a short course that will just give you the basic skills or maybe intermediate skills. If you already have a little bit of the skills, don't take something that's going to be too time consuming for you, and take something that you can easily start using right away. So something that is very, very practical for you to do. So what's my very first pick on the skills that you should possibly be thinking about adopting during this period? Now, if you're one of those people who has a good sales and closing capacity, you might just be in high demand after this lockdown period. So if you know how to, sell, you know how to close deals, then guy, you might just be in for some good jobs waiting for you if you're ready to apply, okay? Now, a lot of companies will be changing their strategies. So many, especially the ones that have survived after this coronavirus period, they would be getting more into virtual sales, virtual marketing and stuff like that. So if you're that kind of person who is good at convincing people to buy things, they're going to be using every social media platform that you can imagine. They're going to use Zoom, they're going to use websites, they're going to use, just cold calling every way possible, Instagram and every other social media platform. And they're going to need skilled salespeople. They're going to need people who know how to close deals and get the deal done. Okay, so if you're those kind of people, or maybe if you're not, maybe a salesperson, you might want to up your skills in that domain, because after this period, after the lockdown, those professions are going to be going upscale and you don't want to be left out. So the second skill you might want to consider during this period is becoming a Scrum Master. Yay! Now, if you have the ability of managing projects, managing a team, coaching people, getting the work done, lots of work done and completed in the shortest amount of time, then you might be in high demand after this lockdown period, because a lot of companies have lost all this time because their employees were not able to come to work. There's so many projects they had to put on hold. They would have to go with speed if they want to catch up and especially regain that money that they've lost. And so they're going to be looking for skilled Scrum Masters out there, skilled project managers. But Scrum is actually the replacement for project managers, because it's the ability for you to do complex work in the shortest amount of time with the greatest value achieved. So if you are out there and you want to adopt a new field, you might want to consider doing the training for a Scrum Master. It's not that difficult to do. Like they always say, a lot of Scrum Masters will tell you, easy to understand but difficult to master. But if you really want to master it, you can be able to do it in the shortest time possible. And if it helps, I just want to let you know that the average yearly salary for a Scrum Master in the United States is at least 80,000 US dollars a year. Okay, so if you have good communication skills, because I believe that that's one of the qualities that a good Scrum Master should have, you should have good communication skills. You should be able to, talk to teams. You should be able to, coach people, coach your team, most importantly, spearhead projects and stuff like that. If you have all of those qualities, then maybe the only thing you need to do right now is take up a training in Scrum. In the shortest time you would even believe it, you will be Scrum certified. And if you're serious at it, if you put your heart and soul to it, you might actually get on to be a good Scrum Master. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this edition of You Are Boss with me, Gwendolyn Fongu. Here we make moves to a success. We remind ourselves that we are the boss of our lives. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, guys, please hit that subscription bell. That didn't sound right. Hit that subscription button, smash that notification bell, like this video, comment down below. So the third skill which I think people should be adopting during this lockdown period is coding skills. Yes, you heard me right. Just last week or so, maybe a few weeks ago, I did a review on a software engineer who was making $210,000 a year living in New York City. This lockdown period, I would tell you, you should be spending your time learning and developing your software skills if you have any, or even if you don't have. Software engineering is not really difficult. When you talk to a lot of software engineers, people who are good with coding, they will tell you you just need a little bit of patience, you just need a little bit of concentration, devotion, and also determination. And maybe after as short as 3 months, you could actually become a software engineer. A lot of companies out here are going to be looking for good coders, okay? So if you're good with, computers, you might just want to add a little twist to that. You might just want to add some coding skills to that and some software skills to that, okay? Believe me, after this lockdown, all of those tech companies, a lot of tech companies are gonna be looking for software engineers and people who are good with coding, okay? Because everything has changed. The coronavirus has changed the way businesses will be doing their stuff, and we cannot say it enough. But hey guys, this might just be a great opportunity for you, and if you can be able to acquire these skills, it doesn't take too much time, it's not so expensive to learn, it's applicable right away after you're done with your training. You can easily get a job right after that. So what are you waiting for? And most importantly, at the end of your training, you might just be smiling and you might just become the next 6 figures or the next 7 figures guy or girl out there. So what the heck are you waiting for? So the fourth skill which I think people should be adopting during this lockdown period is copywriting. So what is copywriting? It's the ability to be able to influence or convince people to buy a commodity or a service. So if you're good at talking to people, if you're good at convincing people to do certain things, to purchase certain things, then you might want to think about upping your skills in copywriting. There's so many courses out there, master classes. I mean, the internet is saturated. And a lot of them don't even cost that much. People are breaking down everything right now because they're trying to help in their own way. So if you know that you already have those skills inside of you, seriously, stop wasting time. Look for ways to improve it and maybe get certified in it, so that way you can stand out from others, okay? Because yes, you might be good at it, but you're not certified. And there's no reason why maybe an employer would want to take you over somebody who is certified. So you want to maybe think about the fact that, oh, I might want to get my certification in this. That way I have a strong backing. I have something that is backing me and that's like, giving me an edge over others. Take note that the key components to consider here for a good copywriter is their social media skills, their writing skills. Okay, a lot of companies out here will be looking for people who can write their social media posts, people who can correct those scripts, who can write scripts out for them, people who can simply boost their sales any way possible. And they'll be looking for good copywriters out there. They will be willing to pay loads of money to a good copywriter to brand them the right way. So if you have those kind of skills, you might just want to start putting them into use. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this edition of You Are Boss with me, Gwendolyn Fongu. So if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, hit that subscription button, smash that notification bell, like this video, comment down below. The fifth skill which I think you should be considering during this lockdown period is editing. Yay! Believe me guys, editing is such an important deal right now. A lot of companies, like I said, would be getting into virtual and doing things online because that's how the world is seeming to go right now. That's actually what's selling right now. That's the hot cake right now. You know how a cake comes out of the oven? It's fresh, it's juicy, it's yummy, it's spongy, and you just feel like you just want to grab and get a bite of it. That's how social media has become right now. If you're not on social media, then I don't know where you should be thinking about going. The issue is either you get updated or you remain outdated. The world has completely changed. I'm going to actually talk about this particular topic, getting updated or remaining outdated. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the speaker, who actually happens to be a cousin of mine, had this very interesting topic on getting updated or remaining outdated or something like that. And I was like, when I listened to it, I was hyped up. And I said, God, I need to dig deep into this. Anyways, let's not get distracted. So what are we talking about? We're talking about you updating your editing skills, okay? If you have noticed, if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or any other platform, you're going to notice that there are a lot of people out there selling a package for this, buy animations at this price, get editing skills at this price, masterclass for this, masterclass for that. Editing is the bomb. You know why? Because you can take a crappy interview and fix it, cut all the funny places, add some videos, some sound, some nice pictures, and make it beautiful and marketable. If you want to sell your products, what is the best way to do that? Either using pictures, either using animated videos, or just simple videos, okay? And in order to do that, you need somebody who is actually really skilled at editing and making that product look beautiful. One little trick though that I'm going to tell you right now, if you're already good at editing, you might want to put your stuff together. You might want to teach editing skills, because a lot of companies will also be hiring. They want to hire somebody to come and teach maybe their staff or their marketing staff how to edit. That way they can minimize money and keep it within the company. If you're good with a computer, if you understand a little bit of editing, that could just be great. It could just be a side gig for you. Not bad if you have some extra change at the end of the month. Maybe that way you can take it and buy some things that you just wanted to pamper yourself with. Hey, okay, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for subscribing. I'm so grateful. Thank you to all my subscribers. So if you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Support your girl. Yay! And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. That way you'd always be the first to be informed whenever I upload a new video. And of course, give me likes and thumbs up. I love that. It makes me happy, and it also makes YouTube happy that people at least appreciate what I'm doing. Thank you for understanding. And also comment, because YouTube loves when people leave comments down your video. At least it makes them know that a few people like what she's saying. A few people actually commented, which is a good thing. So the sixth and last skill which I think people should be considering during this lockdown period is graphic design. Yes, it's a little bit tied down to editing if you know how to edit and you're also good at graphic design. Boy, I see change, I see money. That would be excellent. But well, if you don't have editing skills, but you know how to make some cool logos, you know how to draw and create stuff and just create cool designs for people, you know how to do all that and brand stuff and all that, then you might just be in high demand after this. So if you are a graphic designer out there, I'll tell you something. Before I even learned basic graphic design things, like maybe designing a logo or just designing something that I wanted. Okay, it could be a logo, it could be a flyer, it could be a poster, it could be anything. If you're good at graphic design, boy, you're a maid. I was forced to learn that myself because so many times I would just call somebody and for a simple thing, I would pay them $50. I'll be like, oh, can you please do this thing for me? And I would be depending on them. And if that person doesn't have time to do what I want, maybe if I needed a logo for something, I was trying to work on maybe a logo for some product that I'm doing or whatever, or one of my little side hustles, I would sit there waiting for that person and I could actually miss a business because I had to send the deal over to someone or I had to send the letter over to someone. Why don't I even try to learn how to do this graphic design thing so that way in future I don't have to sit there waiting for somebody at the end of the day who can either delay me or disappoint me. Okay, I don't want to miss business in future, and so I jumped on it and I started learning little things. I'm still in the learning process. Just because I was doing that, I missed other things, but that has helped me a lot. It has saved a lot of money. So if you're out there and you're a good graphic designer, oh my gosh, you might be in high demand after this lockdown period because a lot of companies are in need of rebranding themselves completely. Some of them will be changing their logos, they'll be changing their business names. They will need somebody who understands graphic design very well to completely transform their products or their services into a more marketable commodity that will be more acceptable, that will be sellable on every platform, not just maybe through an office building whatsoever. They want to be able to be seen on all social media platforms and they want to look presentable, and that's the job of a graphic designer. So if you're good at that, oh wow, good for you. But if that's something that you're thinking about, that you could do, why not? You can sign up the free courses right now on Coursera, on Udemy, and some other online platforms. Take advantage of that right now, especially because you're not paying anything, especially because you're sitting at home, especially because it's not even long, it's not going to take too much of your time. And that's something that you can easily start using right away to get money for yourself. So before we go, I just want you to remember that the skills that you want to consider during this lockdown could be anything. It depends on everybody. I chose a few ones which I think for me would actually be great because I've heard a lot of people talking about it. I have a lot of friends who are doing Scrum right now. I'm a Scrum Master myself, and it's not difficult to do. I've learned editing skills just because I have a background in journalism and broadcast and production, and I felt that it was important for me because I needed to always do my stuff. I needed to produce my stuff. I needed maybe to do a logo for this or that, and I wanted to be able to improve my graphic design skills so that I don't have to depend on somebody, if I needed a little thing done. Okay, don't forget, it's all about empowering yourself and getting ready for after this whole period. Okay, a lot is going to change. A lot of companies are changing their strategies and you don't want to be left behind. Okay, that was all I had put together for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something. God bless you. Bye bye.
Get on the floor with your hands in the air.